7 to 1122 to Kenny.
8300. 8362, 28 to a vehicle, 900 North Main parking lot of Kmart.
We're on it. 3, 2, 1.
Now as that takes me a stroll.
All right. Without further ado, I'm right back too. Recently here, we had a Clark County School District. They passed a motion, 5-1 vote to mandate the COVID vaccine shot for district employees. And I don't know, I'll get to the story in a minute, courtesy of Fox 5. But even a bigger issue is the large amount of employees threatening to quit if the vaccine is made mandatory. And I just want to say that this seems like a real uphill battle, but then you have options. And they can mandate whatever vaccine, just like they mandate vaccines for your kids to go to school. But the loophole to it, that I don't know if it's out there, they're not going to tell you, but whenever there's a mandate or for a vaccine, even with your employer, they also by law have to offer you medical or religious exemption. And it's from what I know, because I've done it before, it's a simple form, and it'd be, I believe, against the law for them to really question you over your religious or medical beliefs. So that's just one thing to consider, in this fight, as Americans for our fucking rights that we claim proudly make us American, that we seem to be getting very far away from under this new administration. But let me tap into the story a bit here. At the Board of Trustees meeting, naturally it was outrage, and I think rightfully so. Bring this up one time. Damn. All right, get it.
Please find a seat.
To the outrage.
If COVID-19 between their personal health.
So the more time. Security, please make sure that everyone is seated. We can't start. We will begin the meeting as soon as everybody is seated. We need to start the meeting. Good evening. I'd like to welcome everyone today. I am President Linda P. Cavazos. I'm calling this special meeting of September 1st, 2021 to order. The time is 5:13 p.m. I'd like to remind everyone, please, to silence your electronic devices, and I'd like you please to stand for the flag salute. We are now going to move on.
About to get right to some hypocrisy. Why I don't stand for the pledge.
Folks, if we need to clear the room and do this by live stream only, that is your choice. If we need to clear the room and do this by live stream only, that is your choice. I would like to have everyone here to have their voices heard and not have to watch this on a live stream. So the more time that we take up doing that, the more time we're going to take away from hearing constituents' voices. So I ask you, please. We are now going to move on to 1.03. This is adoption of the agenda. Trustee Brooks will make the motion to approve the agenda.
Madam President, members of the board, I would like to make a motion to adopt the agenda as presented.
Thank you, Trustee Brooks. Need a second? Trustee Ford?
I'll second that.
Thank you. Trustees, we have a motion on the floor by Trustee Brooks to approve the agenda, and we will go ahead and vote now by paddle. Please raise your paddles. That motion passes 6-0, noting that Trustee Williams will be joining us a little bit later, but is not by phone, but she is not with us right now. We are now going to move on to public comment period on agenda-sized action items. Public comment period is reserved for speakers addressing items marked on this item as action items. Speakers will be given 2 minutes to address the board during this time. Should a member of the public wish to speak on matters within the jurisdiction of the board not listed as action items on the agenda, they will speak during this public comment period. Speakers who veer away from an agenda-sized topic will be directed to speak in item 5.01, which is at the end of the meeting. So I ask you to please stay on topic. Additional notes, we want this to be a civil and an organized meeting. We do not want people to be prevented from being able to use their full 2 minutes. You have a timer at the podium.
We need your choice faxers. We need your choice faxers. We believe that it's your body, your choice. I want to thank each and every one of you for giving me the opportunity to present my nature beliefs to you. I am expressing my opposition to the Clark County School District vaccine mandate. Amen. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Hughes. Ms. Sasab, am I saying it wrong? I'm sorry. Is it Sabian?
Let's do that. The mask mandate is a great start. We need social distancing. It's not in our classes. To allow students to eat outside, some schools aren't allowing this. Accurate reporting of information, not hiding or ignoring the COVID cases.
Thank you, Ms. Rankin. Appreciate you sharing your story. Michael Morio, Raquel Love, Carol Morio, Randy Jones.
The majority of these students
have come from vaccinated teachers' classrooms. So please, I implore you to vote no on this mandate.
Thank you, ma'am. Tommy Henderson.
So, what you guys should really do today is listen to CCEA, take the meeting, discuss it as a labor issue, discuss it as the interest of the district. That needs to happen, that needs to be done. Their role is to protect workers' jobs. Right now, the vaccination rate is 60% vaccinated, 40% unvaccinated. You have 40% of your staff on the chopping block to lose their jobs. It's completely unacceptable. And if these unions do not protect jobs and they apparently can't negotiate contracts, then it begs the question, why are they labor unions then? And my organization is watching the data, we're looking over the NRS, and if you give me the opportunity, I will try to decertify you because I will not miss you in the legislature, and I won't lose a wink of sleep at night either. And I'm talking about NEA affiliates too, but what I really want is for you to come to the table, do what you're supposed to do, and represent your workers and protect their jobs, which is not being said in the language that the unions are using. It's not about safety, all these things. You're supposed to protect jobs and negotiate teachers' contracts, and you aren't doing either right now. So I hope I never have to talk to you guys again because I won't use your schools, but please don't screw over your teachers and staff. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Van Velkenberg, and I'm a patriot. I am here today to protect my country from these overreaching government and vaccine mandates. It is my inalienable
staff, thousands of current
CCSD
us to make a decision.
do not want masks.
She's over. May still not be here. So go ahead, state your name. Another one, another gentleman that was under the name of Brian Davis.
And that's just a few of motherfuckers went on and did what the hell they wanted to do anyway. And then naturally it led to this.
Yeah. Thank you, Trustee Ford. Yes, thank you, Trustee Ford.
Thank you. Dr. Dyer, did you have an additional statement?
I just think that, we don't care. Yeah, who cares? We don't want to hear it. September 7th, walk out. Yes.
You got your job, don't you? And you had your choice to get the job. But we don't. Go. Yeah, I'm going. Shut up.
And I'd like you to mention that and you do accept it as presented. All right. Correct.
Yeah. So, yeah, even after all that, and that was how a lot of the, the speakings went. Motherfuckers still did what the hell they wanted to do. Voted 5-1. I think 4 was the only one that voted against it, or the only person up there with some common sense. And yeah, this whole shit with the vaccine is really getting out of hand. And doesn't really, to me, it doesn't matter where you stand on the issue. I mean, if you feel, vaccines is your thing and whatever, then by all means get the vaccine. But at the same time, people that don't believe in vaccines, and especially this one, can be mandated of force. Like, I don't know, America's getting pretty goddamn communist. And it's the people. Because the government could have never came out and just said, yeah, the vaccine is mandatory. I mean, they could, but yeah, it'd be definitely hell and pushback and everything, and it'd be real bad for, say, a particular presidential candidate So they can never just come out and just mandate it like that. So they turned it over to the people and the businesses, owners, and so on like that. And you people are doing their bidding. And it's almost ridiculous. And just ultimately, I just want to close out just saying, like, I hope people stick to their guns and stand up for your damn rights. Like, how's a motherfucker gonna tell you what you gotta take or ingest? It don't matter. I mean, life is risk all day, every day. One of the most deadly things that you can do in a day is get in your car. And we're comfortable in that. We take risk every day. We don't need mandatory set speed limit for every street. I don't know. I mean, shit, you have a better chance of, I don't know, according to the death rates of getting hit by lightning and then dying from this disease. The whole vaccine thing is shit is just getting out of hand. And I don't know, people, I think, with financial interest in doing this and weird ass pro-vax people, I think they are making this shit much worse. But also, I just have to say once again that, you know, these assholes are gonna do what they're gonna do anyways. Or anybody that's spent enough time in Las Vegas knows that CCSD is probably one of the worst school districts in the country. I mean, just from my experience, I don't have any positive anything to say about them. The way they've handled this whole pandemic and district learning. When I tell you that, especially for Las Vegas, CCSD, that our kids are being taught by staffs upon staffs of fucking idiots that for some reason can't come together to make shit flow and work easy. They've done everything to make the last 2 years very fucking annoying and unbearable. So just me as a parent speaking, I have zero faith in CCSD. This type of shit don't surprise me. And moving forward, just I would say, I mean, I'm for teachers and workers protests, because I think as Americans, at some point, you gotta say fucking no. Like, we have rights. I don't give a fuck what side you're on. Even if you are pro-vaxxer, you should at least still understand that as Americans, we have fucking rights. That's supposed to be the beautiful thing about being here. If you want to get the vaccine, get the vaccine. If you don't, don't. So, yeah, I hope them teachers stand on their principle and you don't have fucking, when you missing a lot of teachers out of fucking classrooms and janitors and different shit like that, and your school can't run, then I don't know. I think people have to see these losses to kind of snap back into their shit. You have restaurants saying people need vax cards to come eat. Okay, keep that up. More people will just start eating at fucking home, and then we'll see how your fucking business works. See, we have to snap out of it. You know, people just stop fucking thinking over this fucking vaccine and everything this bitch ass president that we got is pushing. And I hate to have to say that shit, because I mean, I'm always one that, for the most part, I think as Americans, there's some sort of regardless, that we should have for our elected officials. This motherfucker Biden, whoo, and this goes back further than his presidency, because I've already said, I don't even want to get into this that much, but I already said this motherfucker and Kamala Harris should have never been fucking elected. Biden has been a bitch motherfucker for his whole fucking career being a complete bitch. Motherfucking niggas voted for this motherfucker. Like, I can't believe that shit. But that's another video, another post. I just want to say, anybody with any type of common sense or American pride should stand with workers that decide to strike. Hit these motherfuckers where it hurt. And also, you know, I know a lot of us, we have families and, you know, we got bills, all that shit. So by law, there should be an exemption paperwork that you should be able to sign too for the 40% out there that, you know, and especially in the school district that appear to be unvaccinated and against the vaccine and the mandate. So yeah, just ask for that paperwork, sign your exemption, and you should be good to go, you know, by law. But I don't know, we'll see where this goes, and I'm sure a lot of us, especially here in Vegas, will be following this, and other cities if they're doing the same thing. But yeah, Americans got to start speaking the fuck up. Motherfuckers done went too soft. All this liberalism and, like I said, all this over-inclusion and all that. Motherfuckers done went soft. America done went soft. Probably 10, 20, 30 years ago, ain't no fucking way. But yeah, I don't know if anybody has any thoughts on that. You know, let me know. I've been me for a couple minutes. Hit the like and subscribe. That shit's free. Hit the notification bell so you know when I'm on here talking my shit, giving y'all that grease. I'll always keep it 100. And yeah, the next time, I'm out.
What's the hold up? I've been waiting for my money when it show up. Cause when the check come through, that's when I go up. You know it doesn't come free. What's your motive? 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 I've been waiting for my money when it show up. Cause when the check come through, that's when I go up. You know it don't come free. What's your motive? What's your motive? What's your motive? What's your motive? What's your motive?
Look, I want the money first, fame last. My rhyme scheme, COVID-19, same mask. Spit infected, go get injected with vaccine. With every record, we disrespecting the rap scene. Stay in the booth, quarantine flow. And every lyric is deeper than submarines go. Mad cash, moon flow, like casinos. Chase like a scar on my face, Spody Pacino. Yeah, heavyweights, added amino. Stepping on you niggas below us, nobody's equal. I'm the shit, I spit fecal. Matter, not a rapper, but leader to all the people. Come on, transparent, never see-through. Sharper than the point of an arrow or a needle. This is something evil. Stroking over the canvas in the easel. And money is the motive that it leads to. Nigga, that's my motive.
I've been waiting for my money when it show up. Cause when the check come through, that's when I go up. You know it doesn't come free. What's your motive? 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 I've been waiting for my money when it show up. Cause when the check come through, that's when I go up. You know it don't come free. What's your motive? What's your motive? What's your motive? What's your motive?
Check. See how the streets will get to stopping and locking. When I'm in the kitchen, seasoning, concocting and cooking. Look, a lot of you niggas trash like it's hard just to step it up. A guru with a gourmet and scientist of the chef enough. A restaurant for the heat and a deli that'll always serve the hood, feeding niggas the hors d'oeuvres. God rap, prophecy, bust rhymes are great. Prepare the full course meal. Juice leaking from the steak. Check, acting like you ain't knowing you niggas must be idiots. Y'all know my name already. Bust rhymes and affiliates. With flip mode in this bitch, the alliance is kinda serious. Damage everything in the building regardless where it is. The way I saturate the street, I'm only saying I rapidly feed the hood like a fast food chain. No need to ever question why the hood love me. Down to aliens and vegetarians. Feed you if you hungry.
I've been waiting for my money when it show up. Cause when the check come through, that's when I go up. You know it doesn't come free. What's your motive? 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 I've been waiting for my money when it show up. Cause when the check come through, that's when I go out. You know it don't come free, but your motive. What's your motive? What's your motive? What's your motive? What's
I'm
your motive?
ruthless. No, I'm not giving a fuck of two shits. They out with the old, but I'm sick and tired of this new shit. I'm like 2 hits, blunt, real as the truth get. So much stock when I speak, I'm spitting blue chips. Who they thinking they a match for mine? I got hatches to bury and an axe to grind. It's taxing time for all of my haters. Been thinking I lost. Say what you want, but I'm cold like Trump with the write-off. Give them the business for not following bylaws. Superfly like Jimmy Snooker up with the high cross. Bodying rappers for playing not their position. Cobra clutch on the mic, but the whole game is submission. They look and sound the same, we smash on the competition. Got busts across with us, this is a demolition. Mercenary, decapitate them with every line. Pay me now or pay me no, never mind, nigga, every time.
I've been waiting for my money when it show up. Cause when the check come through, that's when I go up. You know it doesn't come free. What's your motive? 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 I've been waiting for my money when it show up. Cause when the check come through, that's when I go up. You know it don't come free. What's your motive? 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 Motive.